Hey, welcome back to the show, everyone. Today's episode is a question I got in from a listener recently, but as a bigger theme, it's a question I get quite regularly on the topic of vitamin supplements and the common notion people hear that they're a waste of money and that they just create expensive urine. And so the reason that this propagates quite prevalent in the health and wellness space is because it is true when you take higher doses of a water soluble nutrient such as vitamin C or B complex, that some of that vitamin does come out in the urine. And that's why if you take like a activated B complex, you'll see if you go pee in a couple hours after that, it has a completely different color. It's probably a more vibrant yellow color, or just looking much darker than usual. And the thing is, you can't look at a nutrient that's coming out in the urine as not having any use or function in the body. Most of your sodium intake will come out in your urine. Does that mean that sodium is not important to consume? Of course not. You die without it. Same goes with your water intake. Most of that goes out in the urine, as is the case with many other important water soluble nutrients. You see, urinary excretion of a substance is actually showing absorption because it has to be absorbed into the bloodstream in order to be filtered through the kidneys to even come out in the urine in the first place. So just because a portion of a dose or all of a dose of a certain vitamin or mineral comes out in the urine, it doesn't imply that it's not having any benefit or utility in the body. So this notion of expensive urine and supplements just creating expensive urine, it's really a short-sighted and incorrect way to assess the absorption and utilization of vitamin and mineral supplements. Now, I'm not here to claim that you absorb and utilize 100% of supplemented nutrients, but what I am saying is that looking at urinary excretion is not necessarily the best way to assess the true utility of that supplement in your body. So I hope you found this to be helpful. Always think a level deeper. When you hear certain things at the surface level, it can sound, very convincing. It can be confusing, but it's always good to investigate an issue to the full extent to really understand what you're hearing and to know whether it's accurate or not. So I hope you found this information helpful. I hope you share the show with someone you know that believes supplements, all they do is create expensive urine, because there's excellent research looking at the blood levels of certain vitamins after taking a supplement. That is not the case. And biggest caveat of the whole episode here, folks, it all depends also on the quality of supplements you're getting. That can make a world of difference. And so buying cheap vitamin supplements at Costco, you're going to get what you pay for. They don't cost a lot. They don't do you much good. They actually do some harm. Whereas when you buy high quality, organic, well-sourced, premium supplements that don't have any additives or nonsense, have good delivery systems, then you're actually getting a whole bunch out of these vitamins, and they start to become a very good tool in your toolbox. It's kind of the icing on the cake. After you've really dialed in your nutrition, your movement, your sleep, your sun exposure, your stress, all these other variables that are much more foundational and important, then you can look a level deeper and start utilizing targeted high quality supplementation, which I've seen it clinically over the years, as well as in my own life, for it to have extremely beneficial utility when used appropriately. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you found it helpful, please share it along to anyone else you believe it can serve. You can submit your own question to be answered on the show by going to ryankennedyhealth.com/podcast. Be sure to subscribe and leave a review for the show. Your feedback helps to support me on my mission to positively impact as many people as possible with this information. Please note, the information depicted in this episode is purely for informational purposes only. Please consult your healthcare professional before making any changes to your lifestyle or routine.